What did my wife name our son? I missed my son's birth because I was passed out drunk at my buddy's bachelor party. When I got to the hospital, Elaine looked exhausted and sad and said the baby was healthy and already named. I asked what she'd chosen, and she stared at me and said, "What we agreed on, obviously." I nodded like I remembered, but I couldn't recall agreeing on anything. We'd discussed dozens of names for 9 months, but never settled on one. The shame of not knowing my own son's name made me feel sick, but I couldn't ask Elaine without admitting I'd been too drunk to remember. I had to figure this out myself. The nurses kept calling him baby or your son when they came to check on him. I tried the Starbucks trick and loudly said, "I'm going to get coffee for everyone. One for me, one for Elaine, and one for baby," trailing off, hoping someone would fill in the name. The nurse just said, "That's sweet, but he's too young for coffee," and laughed at her own joke. At home, I looked everywhere for clues. The nursery letters spelled DREAM, which wasn't a name. I checked every gift, but they all just said generic things like, "Welcome, little one." I even opened sealed envelopes hoping someone had written the name inside, but found only gift receipts. When my mother visited, I said, "You know what's funny is how his name means," and waited for her to explain the meaning. She just said, "Oh honey, all names mean something," and kissed his forehead. I tried asking what nickname we should use, and she said, "Whatever feels natural," which didn't help at all. I called the pediatrician, pretending to be confused about appointment times. I said, "I have Tuesday down for baby. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting," hoping they'd say the name. The receptionist just said, "Yes, Tuesday at 2 for your son," and hung up. I created a fake email account and sent Elaine a message pretending to be a photographer offering free newborn photos. I asked her to confirm the baby's name for the session. She didn't reply, but gave me a weird look at dinner and asked if I'd gotten any strange emails lately. The daycare forms had J as the first initial, and my heart raced. I spent all night listing J names, but couldn't remember choosing any of them. I tested Elaine by saying, "You know what other J names I liked?" She just said, "We already chose," and walked away. I tried recording Elaine secretly, but she only called him my love and sweet boy. When her sister called, I heard her spell something out loud, but it was just PACIFIER when her sister asked what to buy. I'd hidden behind the door for nothing. I told my friend I wanted to buy one of those wooden name puzzles and asked where he'd gotten his kids. He gave me the website and said, "Just type in the name when you order." I said, "Right, but how many letters should I order to be safe?" He looked confused and said, "However many are in your son's name," and changed the subject. I pretended my phone was broken and asked Elaine's mom to text me the baby's information for our insurance. She sent back his birthday and weight and length, but referred to him only as my perfect grandson. When I said she forgot to include his name, she wrote back, "You have that part silly," with a heart emoji. I pretended to have a dream where the baby was